Alright y'all, welcome back to the shed. This is what's going out of here today. This is actually going to be 2 days worth of sales. Not much going on this weekend. This is Saturday afternoon and Sunday sales, and we only have like 4 going out on Amazon. Let's see, there's 2 on Mercari, and I think there's 2 on eBay. So not a whole lot of sales, but some pretty good stuff here, because of stuff we picked up recently, and one that we picked up a long time ago. But I'm going to start with these 2 items that sold on Amazon, and we actually picked these up yesterday morning, and one of them sold yesterday after we got it listed, and the other one sold today. And we picked both of these up from the same yard sale. These were Christmas gifts that the kids never used. So one of them even still had a little bit of wrapping paper attached to it. I thought that was pretty funny. But and one of these they had sitting out with a $3 price tag on it. And when she found out I was buying it, and you know that I would buy another one, she said, "Oh, we've got another one. We just didn't set it out there." And it's 2 of these WWE Superstar rings. Let me turn my other light on. It might be too bright, but we'll see. But I can't remember which one she brought out first. I think it was this one, and that one had the $3 tag on it, and then she brought this one out. But the SmackDown ring sold for $33.30, and the Raw ring sold for $35.31. So you know, $6 turned into what, $68? But they're all, I mean, we still got to pay the fees on Amazon, we still got to ship them, but we're still going to make money on them. Next up, this is something we bought quite a while ago on clearance at Walmart. We picked up a whole bunch of PS4, PS5, and even some Xbox 360 games. No, was it 360? It's Xbox games, I don't know. But we picked up a whole bunch of them last year, and this is one of them. It's PS4 Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. Don't have any idea what we paid for it. It had a $14 clearance tag on it, but I know I didn't pay $14 for it. There's no way I would have. All those that we got from Walmart last year, I don't think we paid over $7 for any of them. So I don't know exactly what we paid, but that one sold for $27.25. And next up, I think my wife picked this up at the thrift store that I go to all the time at lunch. You know, I take my lunch break and go in that thrift store at least once a week, and my wife goes in there also. Sometimes she goes with me, and sometimes she goes without me. But this is a pretty cool find. I've never even heard of this thing. She told me she listed it on Amazon. I was like, I don't even know what that is. It's one of those as seen on TV products called Wonder Arms. I have never heard of that, y'all. It's got different bands in there for different resistances, and I think she said she paid like $4.25 or $4.50 for it, so she don't have a whole lot in it. But it sold on Amazon for $50.29. That was an awesome pickup right there. Next up, we're gonna move over to Mercari. This is a puzzle, an Elvis puzzle that I sold. I just sold another one similar to this, same name and everything, just different puzzle. I sold it for $20 the other day, and I sold this one for $19. And I picked this up at that Living Estate sale, and it's an Elvis Legends puzzle, 1,000 piece, and it's brand new and sealed. And I can't remember what year it is, but it's not really old. It is 2007 is when that came out. But like I said, it sold for $19, and they're not very far away. I think they were, I can't remember, they're very close to me. They're in like Tennessee or somewhere, so they're not that far off. It's not going to cost a whole lot to ship. It is over £1 though, and I sold it for $19 with free shipping. Next up, have no idea what my wife paid for this, but y'all, she loves to pick up costumes and sell them cheap. Well, excuse me, she loves to pick up cheap costumes and sell them for a high price. She did really well last year. She picked up some for like $5. They were Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle costumes, and she picked those up at Ollie's, and she sold those things for like $40, $50 each. So she's always looking for costumes, especially if they are new in the bag, like this pumpkin costume right here. I don't know what she paid for it. She may come in later in the comments and put down there what she paid for that. But it sold for $21, and I'm pretty sure that is free shipping on that. I could be wrong, but you know, when I'm looking at Mercari, it doesn't show me. I wish they had a better site. It doesn't show me on that screen who's paying the shipping, but it weighs 13.6 ounces. It's going to go in probably just a poly bag and no bubble wrap or anything, so it's going to stay under £1, so it'd be super cheap to ship that. Next up, I picked these up at Lowe's last year. I think in the fall I picked these up. It's these bug zapper bulbs. There's a lot of 2 I put together, and I can't remember if I paid like $2 each or $3 each for those. But we think we've still got a few of them in there. They sold for $28.99 with free shipping, and I can't remember. Yep, these things go out of here at a first class rate because they only weigh 8 ounces, and I can package those up and they will not get damaged. What I will probably do with those, let's see how long they are. They are about 13 inches long, so I can probably take 2 of my 4x4x6 boxes and open the flaps and put them together and put that in there. That may be what I did last time. I can't remember. But I didn't have any problems with the last ones that I shipped like that. Alright, they sold for $28.99. That leaves us with the last thing here. I'm trying to remember where I picked this up. Oh yeah, estate sale. I just put out a recent video where we went to an estate sale. My wife and my daughter went with me, and we picked up a bunch of shoes and some Tupperware and stuff. But this is one of those little Tupperware tea pitchers. I think this is a 2-quart, if I remember right, but it's bright yellow, and the number on the bottom is 874-18. If you ever see it, pick it up, because we paid like $1 for it, and it sold for $19.95 free shipping, and it weighs 7.2 ounces. I will have no problem getting that out of here at a first class rate. Tupperware, not all of it is worth money, but some of it is. And that's one of those examples where you can find it for less than £0.5 and you can ship it out first class. It's going to cost me somewhere between $4 and $5 to ship that, and I paid $1 for it, and I got $20 for it, so I cannot argue with that. And I've got a bunch of listing to do. I've listed some stuff this evening. I listed some shoes. I listed some a Google Nest audio that I just picked up, and a bunch of other stuff. I came out here to list all this stuff that I just picked up at a yard sale. I paid $10 for all these PS2 like SingStar karaoke games, and it actually came with 2 microphones and an adapter for the microphones. So $10 for all that, and in here was a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 PS2 game that didn't have a case, and I paid $10 for all that stuff there, and just the 2 microphones and the adapter are worth about $30, so can't argue with that. That's what I got for today. Well, today and part of yesterday. It wasn't a whole lot, but we still made some money, and there were quick flips too, because my wife just picked up that Wonder Arms thing this week at the thrift store. We just picked up that T-Pitcher last Saturday. We just picked up those two WWE rings just yesterday, and about 2 Saturdays ago, I picked up that Elvis puzzle right there. So great flip. I have 5 items going out today on eBay so far. It's about 8:30 p.m. so we will probably have some more stuff sell, but these are the 5 that have sold so far. It's been kind of a slow day today, but that's all right, because these 5 items are going out of here for $117.50. And first up, we're going to start off with a item that we picked up for $1. Most of my hats I pick up, I pay no more than $1 for. Occasionally, if it's a really good hat, I'll pay up a little bit, but this one was $1 or less. It is a Realtree snapback hat. It is brand new. I don't think it's ever been worn, but it doesn't have tags. And it sold for $14.95. Now, this next item, I just picked this up at a like combined yard sale last weekend on Saturday. My wife and myself went out, and we picked up this ink right here. It's Hewlett Packard number 63. There's a black ink cartridge and a tricolor ink cartridge in here, and I have less than $1 in this thing, I'm pretty sure. We picked up a whole bunch of items at that yard sale, and the lady only charged us $10, but we gave them 15 because it was a fundraiser. And y'all, that thing sold for $29.95. That is a super cheap shipper right there. We can probably just throw that in a bubble mailer and send it out, but I'm going to put it in a box because it's ink and I don't want it busted. I don't want it getting messed up. And that thing weighs 3.6 ounces. So even putting it in a box, I'm still going to be under 8 ounces, and I'm still going to make plenty of money on that. It's going to ship for like $4. Next up is another one of our Jurassic World book bags. You know, book bags are a hot item right now because school is starting back for most kids in America, and folks are buying these things up. This is something you need to look out for, these book bags. You need to look out for these things at Walmart after school goes back. Whenever they make a transition, like, you know, all the kids go back to school and you see these book bags starting to come off the shelf, that's when they lower the prices on them. They might drop from $10 to $5, then from $5 to like $2.50 or $3, and then eventually, if there's enough left, they'll make it down to $1. And it's a good idea to pick these things up when they're $1 or $2.50 or maybe even $3, because we've sold a bunch of these Jurassic World bags. And that one went out of here for $15.99. They're super cheap shippers. I believe these weigh less than a pound. I won't say they're like 12 ounces. Yeah, about 12 ounces. And we just slip them in a poly bag and send them out of here. Next up, we found these. Man, I think we were in Virginia. We picked these things up, and we only got like 2 of them because that's all they had on the shelf. But they're these Spark Create Bears, and we paid $2.50 for that item there. And it's going to be a super easy shipper. I'm not even going to put that in a box. You know, plush most of the time, you can throw them in a poly bag or a bubble mailer, and that's all you need to do. And we have some large bags, the same bags we use for those book bags, that we're going to put that in. And we paid $2.50 for it, and it sold for $24 with free shipping. And I don't know if this thing's less than a pound or not. Woo! It's going to be right at a pound, so we can send that thing out of here first class. Now, the last item, I'm not sure what my wife paid for this thing. It's not in there under my custom SKU, so I don't know if she paid like $2 or $3 or maybe even $6 for this. I have no idea. But it's this cool little teapot here with the palm trees on the side of it. Now, this is not a functioning I would say functional teapot. You would not want to actually put this on your stove and use it. It's for decoration only. But it's a cool little teapot, and it weighs in at 1 pound and 11 ounces. So it's going to go out here priority shipping. But the good thing is the customer is paying the shipping on that. They paid $15.50 for the item, and they're paying shipping. They're all in that for $29.16. Sorry about that. But I'm trying to go in here so I can show y'all. If it's your first time here, you may not realize that, especially if you're not an eBay seller, you may not realize that if a customer gets charged the priority shipping, if you're making them pay for it. All right, this item, if it goes out for what I have it listed as, I have it listed as 1 pound, or my wife has it listed as 1 pound and 15 ounces, okay? And it says that it is going to cost us $8.85 to ship that. However, eBay has charged the buyer $11.75 for that. So whatever the math is there, it's like $2.90 that we get. So that $2.90 helps pay for any boxes that we use, that we bought. It helps pay for this bubble wrap up here that we have to buy, and it helps pay for tape and other things that we have, like our thermal labels and stuff like that. You know, it's actually helping pay for the thermal label printer that we bought. So, you know, sometimes we make a buck or two off of the shipping. Sometimes we lose a buck or two on shipping. It just happens like that, y'all. Oh, and we just made a sale. Let's see, where's this thing at? We'll go ahead and pull this while I'm at it. It was a sale over on Mercari, actually, and I'm trying to remember where I put this thing. Where did I put this thing? I can look it up if I've got to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look it up. All right, let's see where this thing is. This is a clock that I just picked up, y'all. Just picked it up this past Saturday at a yard sale, and I don't know, let me see which one it is. It's the larger. I paid 75 cents for this, and it sold for $19. So it's a really small alarm clock. This is in tote ZZ, which, oh, ZZ, where are you at, ZZ? I thought that one was over here. There it is, right there. That clock right there. I'm gonna have to wait and get that out. But that is a West Clocks alarm clock. It is a wind-up alarm clock, and like I said, I paid 75 cents for that at a local yard sale this past week, and it already sold, y'all. So I've got to make sure I take that off of eBay, because I have it cross-listed on eBay and Mercari. But it sold for $19. So pretty excited about that, y'all. All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. We have not a whole lot of items going out of here today. We have 7, and 6 of those are on eBay. 1 of them is over on Mercari. And I think we have a total of $222.21. Of course, that is just gross. That is not what we're going to net out of this. But we're going to start over on Mercari with the one sale we had there. And we picked up these bowls at an estate sale here recently. And they're Tupperware bowls. And I got the bowls, some salad spoons, and something else for like $2 or $3. I don't remember. But these bowls here, right here, I think there's 7 in this. The number on it is, ooh, I'm gonna break them before I get rid of them. But they're like cereal bowls, and I could not find the number, y'all. I believe it's 890-17. And now we don't have the tops, but there are tops for these things also. You get yourself a little bit more money for them if you have the tops. but those sold for $15 with free shipping on that, and they're going to Tennessee, so they're going to get there pretty quick, and we're going to be able to ship them first class, I do believe. Let me check these things. Woo, it's going to be a close first class, but I think we can do it. Next up, we had a recent item that we shipped out, and the buyer got it, and then they told eBay that the item was not as described. Now, let me explain to y'all what was wrong. Alright, it was a false-graph canister, like a flour canister, and this item had some like hairline cracks in it. Alright, it was well documented in the listing. It was in the I think it was in the title and the description, and it was in 2 of the pictures that there were cracks in this thing. And it had a top also. There was nothing wrong with the top. Well, we shipped it. It got there all in one piece. Well, 2 pieces. But it got there, and the person got it. They had it for 6 or 7 days, and then they came up and filed a item not as described claim. Now, when somebody does that on eBay, we have to pay for the shipping to get it back if we want it back. Or we have the option, we can just tell them to keep it and just give them a full refund. So I asked for some pictures. They sent me pictures, and I compared those pictures with the pictures we had in our listing. They were the same cracks. Okay, so I contact eBay about it. eBay says that a label's already been printed, so the person is already shipping it back, and there's absolutely nothing they can do. They cannot stop the process. Well, y'all, that bothers me, because the person filed a false claim, and I talked about this a little bit in an earlier video. But that person filed a false claim because they did not read my description, they did not look at all the pictures, and they got an item that was exactly as it was described, and they filed a claim saying it was not as it was described. Now, I tried to get them not to send it back because I just knew that there was no way it was going to make it back to me in less than in any less than 1,000,000 pieces. But we got it back. Amazingly, it still looked the same. But we decided that we would not try to sell that again, because apparently not everybody reads the description or looks at all the pictures. So what we did was we got rid of the canister, we chunked it in the trash, and we kept the lid. Well, today the lid sold. Oh, and while I'm talking about it, I still haven't heard anything else back from eBay about that. But what I did do was I went in and I blocked that buyer. That's not the first buyer I've ever had to block. I blocked 2 or 3 up there for doing stuff like that. I don't want to deal with folks like that. And I have the option to do that on eBay. And if you don't know how to do that and you're interested in learning how, I can show you. Just if that's something you want me to make a video about, I'll do it. Just comment down below and I'll see what I can do about it. But anyways, it's this small lid right here, and it's for a false-graph number 3 canister, and it sold for $9.86, but the buyer's gonna pay the shipping on that. So now at this point, we're probably just going to get our money back for what we lost on that canister with having to pay to get it shipped back. So it is what it is. Those things happen in business. That's just how it is. And next up, I'm going to show you 2 of these seals because they're the same thing. Two separate buyers got these, and I picked these up at Lowe's. Last fall. After summer, you know, they start knocking the prices down on some of their stuff, and I picked up these Black Flag bug zapper bulbs. There's 2 in this lot, and then I have 2 more just like it that sold. And those go out of here for $28.99 for each lot. So we sold 2 of those lots, and one of those actually sold late last night, and I just didn't ship it I wasn't coming back out here at 11:30 at night to ship something. Next up, this is a good one. I paid the lady that, this is an old video, but I paid a lady $10 for this hat case. And it's the same lady that I bought all those Bike Week t-shirts from. Super nice lady. And I'm glad I got this from her. She said it was her sister's. Anyway, she had a long story about it, but I picked it up for $10 and thought it was a great deal. And it is an American Tourister tiara case. And this is a case that, if back in the day when people actually traveled, places, they took their hats with them. And this is something you could store your hat in right here. Now, you could put other stuff in it, but you could store your hat in here and keep it safe. Check out that cool pattern, y'all. Now, it does have some issues. There's a little bit of glue, you know, letting this separate right here. And there's a spot or two in the bottom. There is one dent right here. Now, and I disclosed that in the pictures, and I disclosed it in the description, but that doesn't mean the person's going to actually read it. So, we will see. But, y'all, that thing sold for $47.99, and the buyer's paying the shipping. I believe this thing is going to Colorado, if I remember right. But y'all, they paid $40 in shipping. They are, or over $40. They are all in this thing for $97.27. I mean, I'm getting $47.99, but I'm gonna almost guarantee you that I'm gonna make some money on the shipping. I don't understand why they're having to pay this much. I really don't know, y'all. It's kind of off. It's got me wondering. I really don't know why it's costing them so much. This next item, I believe this is one of my daughter's shirts here, and I guess she's outgrown it, but it's a Simply Southern shirt with this Jeep on the back of it, and it sold for $12.15 with free shipping. Just gonna throw that in a poly bag, send it first class. Now, this last item that sold over on eBay, this is one of the very first items that I ever bought from a thrift store to sell on eBay. And I guess because Halloween is coming soon, we've actually sold like a costume or two here recently, and a small like plastic jack-o'-lantern. We sold one of those recently. I guess people are getting ready, getting kind of ramped up for Halloween. But y'all, I bought this mask it was like last July or August, and it was one of the first things I bought at a thrift store to resell, and it has finally sold. It is this Leonardo mask right here. It's a youth size mask, and I don't even know what year it's from. And I really think the only reason I bought this was because it was older. Well, it's not that old. It's from 2013. But what kid don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Well, I paid $2.50 for it. Still got the sticker on it from the thrift store. And here, well over a year later, it sold for $5.95, and the buyer's paying the shipping on it. I wouldn't recommend picking those up, y'all, because it took a very, 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 very long time to sell. But I guess since I did sell a Halloween item, I will tell you this. If you haven't already stocked up for Halloween to sell on eBay, you're probably too late. I will tell you this, right after the day after Halloween, hit Walmart, y'all. If there's a Halloween Express or something like that near you, hit those things and buy up those costumes when they're like 90% off or 75% off, because next year, if you can hold on to them, next year you will be able to sell them on eBay. My wife has picked up quite a few costumes and then sold them the next year, or sold them within 3 or 4 months. before Halloween. She did that last year. So I will tell y'all that. Stock up on these seasonal things, because if you can hold on to them for a year, you'll make some money on them. All right, y'all. I'm going to get to shipping this stuff. I appreciate y'all being here. If you enjoyed it, please consider clicking that like button. I get a lot of views and only like 2 or 3 likes. I'll get 300 views and I'll get 3 thumbs up. Apparently people don't like my videos because they're not giving me that thumbs up. The thumbs up, y'all, if you didn't know it, helps the YouTube algorithm. If people like your videos and they say that they like it, then your videos will get pushed out more and more people will see it. So just letting y'all know that. Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the shed. It is a Friday evening and we have a few orders going out tomorrow morning. A lot of this stuff sold on Amazon. As of right now, we have 6 sales on Amazon and there's 1 that is pending. So more than likely, there's going to be at least 7 of this same item going out today on Amazon. Our other sales, I had 2 sales on Mercari, and I believe it was 4 sales over on eBay. We're going to start out on Mercari, and the first item up, y'all, is a VHS, a used VHS tape at that. And it is this classic collection House of Frankenstein. I believe this movie was originally, originally 1944, and then it was renewed in 1971. And let's see what that sold for. Let's see. That sold for $8 free shipping, and it's going to ship for just over $3. And I don't know, we probably got 50 cents or so in it. Next item up that sold over there on Mercari is an item of my daughter's. My daughter likes Harry Potter, and it's a Hermione, I think that's how you say her name, Hermione Granger dress. And I don't even know what house she's in. My daughter could tell you. I don't keep up with all that stuff though. But that little costume dress sold for $18 and free shipping over on Mercari. Now, next up is an item that when my wife picked it up, the first thing I said was, is it real? Let's make sure it's real. And it's real. It is a Coach bag. This is it right here. And I believe, Lord, and I can't even remember where she picked it up. If it was a yard sale or an estate sale, I don't even remember. But she picked that thing up pretty cheap, and it sold for $28.28, and the buyer's paying the shipping on it also. So that's great. All right, next up, my wife found some cool shirts in Goodwill, and some of them were like Wrangler shirts, and some of them were Roper shirts. And some of these Roper shirts are pretty cool. Like this one's got pearl snaps, and it's got like these flower embroideries on it. And you really can't see it in here, but there's some cool embroidery on this thing. And like I said, it does have the pearl snaps on it. I mean, it's a pretty cool shirt, y'all. It's not my color, not exactly my cup of tea. I wouldn't wear it, but she picked it up for $3.89, I believe it was, and it sold for $31.98, and the buyer's paying the shipping on it. So keep your eye out for any of these like cowboy, cowgirl shirts, whether it be Roper or Wrangler, or I don't know all the other names. But if they have like embroidery on them, if they have like this embroidery on them, or some kind of fancy stitching, or even like, you see how that brown goes down there, goes across the shoulders. But keep your eye out for that stuff, y'all. People will pay good money for it. That's all I can tell you about it, is people pay good money for those shirts. Next up, I believe this is our last one of these. It is one of our Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World, I think it is. Yeah, Jurassic World book bags. And we've sold quite a few of these. And I think some have sold for like $16.99, some for $17.99. This one sold for $15.99, and I can't remember if we have $1. The price tag on it says $2.50, so we'll just say we paid $2.50 for it. It's going out at $15.99, and it's going out first class shipping, so it'll be super cheap to ship. This next one, we've had these for a while, and I don't remember where they came from, but it is a cologne, and it's called Alabama Moonshine. I know nothing about it. I don't even know where it came from. For all I know, it came from Walmart. I have no idea. But I don't think I picked that up. My wife must have picked those up. But I think we only have like 2 of them. But I don't know what she paid because it's not written in there. But it sold for $19.98, and the buyer's paying the shipping on that. Let's see what that thing weighs. Oh, it weighs 10.2 ounces, so it'll definitely go out of here at a first class rate. I got a feeling we're going to make $1 or so off of that shipping on that. Let me refresh this to make sure this last one hasn't sold over on Amazon that was pending. No, it's still pending. But y'all, here's what we sold. We sold 6 of those today, and 1 of them's pending, so I already have all 7 of them in here. But it's these Coca-Cola coolers that you get from Walmart, and these things regularly sell. The regular price is $29 at Walmart, but we caught all these things for $11 each, and I can't remember how many we bought the first time. We bought like 5, I think, the first time, and they all sold the first day. And then my wife went back and bought 21 of those things. Like I said, she went back and bought 21 of those things, and it looks like 7 of them are going to sell today. And we've already sold like 3 or 4 other ones out of the 21. And we sold those 5 to begin with before we got 21. So that's going to leave us with a few more to sell out there. I think she said we have 7 more out there. I can't remember. But either way, I'm happy to see 6 or 7 of these things going out of here today. It's going to clear up a little bit more space to put something else. And, you know, it's probably going to net us. I think we were making anywhere between $8 and $10 on each one of those. So you put $11 of your money in it, and then you turn around and get your $11 plus another $8 to $10. So $8 to $10 profit on every one we sell. I like to double up on stuff, but I'll also take that kind of return. You know, spend 11 to get 10 back, I'll take that. I have no problem doing that. I talked about 4th quarter coming up in a recent video, and I just want to remind y'all of that. Or maybe you didn't see that video, but y'all, the 4th quarter, or what's called Q4, is quickly approaching. That's when everybody really starts to ramp up buying stuff for Christmas. And sometimes they buy themselves Christmas presents. So now is the time to stock your shed, or stock your shelves, stock your garage, wherever you keep your inventory. It's time to stock that stuff up, y'all, so you can keep up with that demand when it comes Christmas time. Especially if you're doing any retail arbitrage, which is what that right there is, y'all. That when you go to Walmart and you buy those brand new items and then you turn around and flip them, that's retail arbitrage. And that's the kind of stuff, those little Coca-Cola freezers, that's the kind of stuff people buy other people for Christmas. That cologne that's sold right there, I mean, that is a brand new cologne that comes from a retail store. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff in here like that. Now's the time. I'm going to harp on it because you need to do it if you're a reseller. Stock your shelves now. Yard sale season is when you should be stocking your shelves so you will have something to sell come Christmas time. So that's just a tip that I can give y'all for today, for this month, for next month. You know, once you hit October, it's about too late to start stocking shelves then, because people are already buying and everybody else is already ahead of you. So, all right, y'all. Please like and subscribe. Share the video. Tell your friends about the channel, especially if they're resellers. You know, I'd like to build a little community here where where we can all talk back and forth to each other. And if y'all find some deals or y'all sell some stuff and you think it's something I need to be on the lookout for, let me know down there in the comments. You know, we can all help each other out doing this thing. It's amazing how many people, you look on YouTube and you find all these different resellers. It amazes me how many different resellers there are out there, but there's still plenty of stuff you can buy and sell. I go out and I find stuff every weekend. Sometimes I find stuff during the week. It's not that hard to get out there and start finding stuff to stock up your building and start selling it on eBay or Mercari or Amazon or Poshmark or Facebook Marketplace. But I think, now that I mentioned Poshmark, I think I'm about to shut off my Poshmark closet, because I don't know, I'm just not getting many sales over there, and it's just something else I got to keep up with. I have to keep, you know, when I cross-list stuff from eBay to Mercari, I'm also cross-listing all my clothes over there to Poshmark, and y'all, it's just not paying off for me. And I don't like their shipping. Everything requires priority shipping over there. I see no need in making somebody pay $7.67 to ship a t-shirt, but it is what it is. If y'all have experience with Poshmark, let me know down there in the comments. I mean, how long have you been doing it? Is it profitable for you? Or do you have any tips for me on how to get more sales over there? I have no idea. I know nothing about it. Mercari's pretty straightforward. Poshmark's a little different, and I'm still trying to learn it, but I'm about to give up learning it, y'all. So if you got any tips for me, please let me know, and I'll try to hold off until somebody tells me different. Alright folks, it is the next morning. It is Saturday, and if you're wondering why I'm wearing work clothes, it's because when I work in my barn on my lawnmower or something like that, I just wear my work clothes so I don't mess mine up. But enough about me. Look, y'all, I got up this morning and we have 5 more of these things right here going out. We have 5 going out, and 1 of them is pending. So most likely we're going to sell at least 6 of these Coca-Cola coolers today. And like I said, 11 bucks in them. They're selling for $34.96. 3 of these that have sold are going out priority mail, and 2 of them are going to have to go UPS, because it costs between $12 and $13 to ship these things priority. But if they're going to like California, it costs like $24 to ship them priority. So we can cut that down to about $12 by doing it on UPS. So 2 are going to UPS, the other 3 are going priority, and the one that's pending, I have no idea where that one's going. But all right, just wanted to let y'all know what was up and add it to the video.